In this video, you are going to learn about 5 creative CapCut edits that you can utilize to help make your video stand out just a little bit more from the competition. And if you're a fan of cool edits, this is the video for you. In this video, you're gonna learn how to do a text reveal effect. You're gonna learn how to do this cool 3D animation effect. You're gonna learn how to do this cool laptop pull down transition. You're also gonna learn how to do this layered cinematic type of video. And lastly, you're gonna learn how to do this cool cutout transition. So let's get right into it. The first transition is going to be a text reveal transition, and this is what it's going to look like. Now to start this transition, all you're gonna need to do is record yourself doing one clip. And if we come into CapCut, we see that I already have this clip uploaded. This is what the clip looks like. It's just you walking across the screen. That easy. That's all you need to make this transition and effect happen. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is add text. So we want to come to the bottom of our screen. We're gonna tap on text. We're gonna type add text, and we're gonna add whatever text we want the reveal to say. So this one's simple. I just gonna type summer 2024. Easy enough. Then we're gonna stylize it how we want. Now that we have our text ready, we're going to line it up to where we want it to be on the screen. So if you see, this looks pretty good. It comes through about the middle of my body. So that's what we want. And then we're gonna wanna make sure that the text extends to the end of the clip. So we just drag that to the end of the clip. And now we have the clip for the entirety of the video. Then from here, you're just gonna want to export the clip. I always like exporting in 4K. So we're just gonna export this clip real quick. Now your next step is to go back into CapCut, tap new project, and add the original clip without the text, and add the clip that you just exported with the text. So when you do that, you should have the original clip, and you should have the exact same clip, but with the text you just put on it next to that. Now we're going to come to this clip with the text. We're gonna make sure it's highlighted. We're going to come to the bottom of the screen, and we're gonna scroll over to overlay, and then we're gonna move this clip to match the original clip. So both clips are right on top of each other. And if you scroll, it's going to look just like the video with just the text. Our next step is to make sure that our clip with the text, that overlaid text, is highlighted. So we're gonna come here, and then we're gonna come to the bottom of the screen, and we're gonna scroll all the way to we see mask. And then we see mask right here. We're gonna tap on mask, and then we're gonna tap on horizontal mask. Now, if we look at our video, you see that we can't see the text anymore. That's because the mask is above and below it. So what we're gonna wanna do, we're gonna wanna rotate that mask, and you can easily do that with your 2 fingers. All you gotta do, rotate it. And as you can see, we wanna try to make it 90 degrees. But as you can see, we can see half of it now and the other half. So what we're gonna wanna do is that circle in the middle of the mask that we have, that is where we want to really control the mask. So we can slide it left or right, however we want to do that. So we're gonna wanna come all the way to right before the text is revealed and move that mask right there. Now what we're gonna wanna do is scroll along the video just a little bit until we see a spot where we want our text to start revealing, which is typically gonna be the back of the person that is walking across the frame. So as you can see here, my mask lines up pretty perfectly with my back in this video, and that is where we want the text to start revealing. So this is where we're gonna do the next step, which is going to be to add our first keyframe. So if we come to the little diamond right here, we are gonna press that, and we have now just added a keyframe. So our next step is to scroll forward just a little bit, and then we're going to take our mask, we're gonna touch the circle in the middle of the mask and move it over until it touches us again. See, now you see we have a little bit of the word start to reveal, and we're gonna repeat this process until our entire text is revealed. So we're gonna keep moving forward a little bit, move the mask a little bit, move forward a little bit, move the mask a little bit, move forward a little bit, move the mask a little bit. And then until the end of the word, until the whole text is revealed, and then we can just leave it just like that. Now, if we come to the beginning of the clip and we play through it, we have the text revealed, but we're not quite done. There's a little bit more that we can do to make this video look a lot smoother than what it just did. So what we're gonna wanna do, we're gonna wanna come to our top clip. We're gonna make sure that's highlighted. We're gonna come to the bottom of our screen and we're gonna scroll all the way to duplicate. So we select duplicate, and now we have two of this same clip back to back. What we're gonna wanna make sure is that this duplicated clip is highlighted, and we're gonna come all the way to overlay at the bottom of our screen. So we press overlay, and then what we're gonna wanna do, we're gonna drag that beneath our text clip and drag it until it matches up with the other two clips. So at this point, you should have 3 different clips on your timeline. Now we make sure that our very bottom clip is highlighted, and what we're gonna wanna do is come back to the bottom of our screen and scroll until we see remove background. So what we're gonna press remove background, we're gonna press auto removal. And as this is happening, CapCut is removing the background from that clip. It's just going to leave your body in that clip. Once we've done that, we can press the check mark, and then we can press play and see exactly how our video looks. And as you can see, that looks a lot better than it did before we removed the background and duplicated that previous clip. But that is how you're going to do the text reveal effect for your videos. Next, I'm gonna show you how to do this cool 3D animation. For this effect, you'll need 2 clips. One of you looking like you're pretending you're scrolling on your phone, and a screen recording of you actually scrolling on your phone. So what you wanna do, you wanna come into CapCut, make sure you have both of those clips uploaded. As you can see, I have a clip of me scrolling through my iPad, and then I have another one of me just scrolling through TikTok. The first thing you're going to want to do is select the screen recorded clip, and we're going to come to the bottom of our screen. We're going to scroll all the way to overlay, and then we are going to just line this clip up with our first clip and make sure they are the same length. So I'm going to have to trim off a lot here, split, delete, all right, and then drag that to the end of that clip. Okay, now we have my clip and the screen recording overlaid with that. And from here, you can adjust the screen recording however you need to make sure it fits the screen properly. And as you can see, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just making it so it looks like I'm actually scrolling through my iPad as that screen recording is right there. So it fits it pretty well. From here, we're gonna wanna make sure that our screen recorded clip is highlighted. We're gonna come to the bottom of the screen. We're gonna press on animations. Then we're gonna wanna come to the combo tab. And then from here, we're just gonna wanna find the smartphone animation. Once you've found the smartphone animation, all you have to do is select it, and it will automatically be put onto your video, onto that screen recording clip. And if we press the check mark and we come to the beginning of our video, we press play. And as you can see, you have your 3D phone animation just like that. It's that easy. When I say CapCut makes things extremely easy for you as an editor, as a content creator, they make it so easy for you to just do stuff like this in a matter of seconds. The next thing I'm gonna show you is how to do this cool laptop pull down transition. And this is something that's gonna be very similar to the text reveal transition because you're going to be using a mask. So for this one, you're going to need 2 separate clips. So let's make sure we import those into our CapCut. And with your clips, the first one is obviously going to be the laptop being pulled down. And the next one, it can just be an image if you want it to be an image. If you want it to be some sort of video, it can be a video as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our laptop video and make sure that is the video that is overlaid. So we take that video and we scroll on at the bottom all the way to overlay. We select overlay. So now we have the laptop video always showing right now. And because of this, we're going to want to extend our image that I put in here, just make it a little bit longer than the actual video itself. And when it comes to this second image or video that you put in here, you want to make sure that it does cover the screen. We don't want any black spaces. That's just not something that's going to help our videos look better. Now with the laptop video, we want to make sure that it's big enough to fit the screen, and I did a good job of recording this, so it does fit the entire screen, and there's no gaps on the sides or on the top or bottom that you're gonna have to resize anything for this video. So for the next part of this, you wanna find the spot in your video where the laptop is going to just cross the top of the screen, and it's going to be right about there for me. And so let's say you recorded the entire laptop and then you pulled it down and you had like a curvature of the pull down. you want to make sure that you're hitting the highest point. So wherever the laptop is touching the top of the screen, that is the spot that you want to find for this transition to happen. From here, we want to make sure that our laptop clip is still highlighted exactly where we found it, right about there. We're going to come to the bottom of our screen and we're going to scroll until we see mask. And then we're going to select mask. And then from here, we're going to select horizontal mask. Again, from here, as you can see, this isn't the type of mask that we really want to have, because if I move it all the way up, it's not gonna show the laptop. If I move it all the way down, it's not gonna show the background. So what we're gonna want to do, we're gonna want to press invert. We press invert on this, as you see, things flipped. And now we can move our mask all the way to the top of the screen, right where our laptop is at the top of the screen. And this is the point where we're going to want to add a keyframe. So to add our keyframe, we're going to make sure we see this diamond. We press that diamond, a keyframe is added on the timeline. You're going to know you have a keyframe added because if you look at the timeline and you look at the clip where you wanted to add the keyframe, you'll see a diamond on that actual clip. So from here, we're going to very slowly just move forward and then pull the mask down. And you just keep repeating this process until the entire screen is filled with your second image. And once you've done that process, what you're gonna wanna do, always double check your work. So you come to the beginning of the clip, we're gonna press play. And then as you can see, boom. It's that simple. Yeah, it might be a little meticulous to slowly move it and make sure the keyframes are added, but the results are always worth it. And that is how you do the laptop pull down transition for your videos. The next cool editing piece that you can do in CapCut is the cinematic 5-layer video. And to do this, it's actually very, very simple. Again, CapCut makes things so easy that it makes your life as an editor, as a content creator, way, way easier. So what you're gonna wanna do, you wanna come to new project, and for purposes of this, I'm gonna wanna select 5 videos. It can be any 5 random videos that you want. I'm gonna select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely random videos that I have on my camera roll. And then from here, you're gonna wanna come to the bottom of the screen. You are gonna wanna select collage. After you have selected all of your clips, just make sure you come to collage. And you see you have a bunch of different options. You can put them side by side. You have different grids that you can do. You have a few different options, but we are gonna wanna select this first option. And then from there, again, you can select the ratio. We're gonna wanna come to the bottom actually and select ratio. And then if I wanted to post this on TikTok, I can change it to that TikTok format. For YouTube, do that. For Instagram, I can do that. I prefer posting most of my content on TikTok, but that is just a personal preference. Again, you have the options of posting on different platforms, and CapCut does a good job of making sure you have those options. So from there, and once you select your ratio, you just press continue, and then all these clips are going to be added on top of each other. And the good thing about this is you can edit these very freely. You obviously want them all to be the same length, so you can split that, delete it, delete it, delete it. You can do everything you need to just make sure everything lines up perfectly. There's so much you can do. Obviously, this clip is a lot shorter. We're not really gonna worry about that one right now, but again, we can rearrange them as well if we want. Make whatever clip you have highlighted, you can move that up or down, wherever you want on the screen. You can even resize it to make things just seem a little bit different. If you don't want all of them to be the exact same height, you can change everything you want. You can edit things exactly how you want. But this look is just going to be something that can add to that creativeness that you already have and just help you come up with much different types of videos that are going to help you stand out a little bit more. And that is how you're going to do the cinematic 5-layer video for any of the videos that you want to create within CapCut. This last effect I think is probably one of the cooler ones, is this cutout transition for your videos. So how do we make this happen? We're going to need 2 clips for this video. So you can just add any 2 clips that you want. Let's just add this one, and I'm gonna add this blank one from earlier in the video. So as you can see, I have one video here of me talking, and then I have the second video of me just walking across the screen. I'm gonna want both of these to be the same aspect ratio, so I'm gonna come to the bottom, change aspect ratio, make them both 9:16, and that way I can adjust this clip. So it's going to look like this now, and they are both 9:16. So that is what I wanted. We're looking good moving forward right now. So this first clip is going to be typically me. I'm not going to touch this one for a while. And the second one is what we obviously want to transition into. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to highlight that, come to the bottom of our screen, and we're going to press overlay. Now we're going to move this clip to where we want the transition to happen. I'm just gonna make it after a few seconds of this clip, and then I can just delete the rest of that clip. So now that I've made all the adjustments that I've wanted to my first clip, I cut out the back end of it, and this overlaid clip, as you can see, it starts off with me already in frame, pretty much pointing to the camera, you know, gotta add a little swag to it. But this is where I want that transition, that cutout part to come into the frame. So from here, we're gonna wanna make sure that clip is highlighted, and then we're gonna come to the bottom of our screen. We're gonna scroll all the way until we come to freeze. So from here, we press freeze, and you can see the clip looks like it got extended, but it didn't happen. It just froze that first section of the video. So from here, we're gonna come to about halfway through this frozen clip, and then we're gonna come to split at the bottom of the screen. You see split, you press split, and now we have two separate frozen clips. So we come to the second half of that frozen clip. As you can see, it's already highlighted, and we're gonna press and hold, and drag it a little bit over the first part of the frozen clip. Then we make sure we drag that back end of the clip, and we make sure it's touching the second frozen clip so that there aren't any gaps within the video. Everything is going to look very smooth when the transition happens. Now we're gonna come to our first frozen clip. We're gonna press on that, and then we're gonna come to the bottom of the screen, and then we're going to select remove background. We select remove background, then auto removal. Then we press the check mark, and now that part of the video is cut out. Now we make sure that that part is still highlighted, and then we're gonna wanna make sure we come to animations. So we come to animations. Now, if you want the transition to look very similar to how I first did it, how you first saw it, you are going to wanna add some sort of shake type of transition. So as you can see, one of the first transitions here is called a shake slide. I'm going to select shake slide, and you can automatically see from the preview that we already have something looking like how we want it to look. So we press our check mark, and if we play it now, you see we kind of have something going right now. We have it going how we want it to look. So that first part of this transition is starting to look pretty good. From here, we come to that second frozen clip that we overlaid just a little bit over that first clip, and then we're gonna wanna come to animations here as well. And for this, I think something that's going to make it look very smooth is a fade in type of transition. And as you can see, we have a fade in transition here. We're gonna select that, and then we're gonna press our check mark. And then, as you can see, if we press play and see it all the way through, we have that nice fade in transition with me walking through and that cut out, everything looking good, looks how I want it to look. This is how you do it. This is how you do that cut out transition for your videos within CapCut. And there you have it, 5 creative CapCut edits that you can use in hopefully your next video. Yes, these are cool. Yes, these are edits I think you should be using or attempting to use to really help get your creativeness rolling if you might be stuck or you're not sure exactly what to do with your next edit. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment. Ask me any questions you may have, just let me know what you thought about the video. And if you made it this far, you might as well like the video as well. So go ahead and do that. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel because, I'm gonna be pumping out videos like this all the time for you to learn. But for now, that's all I have for you. I'm Steven, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.